So my next long-term goal is to unlock curses. For those of you who are unaware, curses are a set of mid to high level prayers, and they're essential for higher level PvM. In order to unlock curses, I need to complete the temple at SENNTISTEN, which has an extensive list of prerequisite quests, 14 of which I have yet to complete, ranging from novice quests like Recruitment Drive to more experienced quests like Desert Treasure. This episode we're just going to be focusing on these quests here, as trying to get everything done in one episode would just take way too long. I'm hoping to have all these done and curses unlocked within the next 2 episodes, so guys, with all that out of the way, let's just jump right into it. Alright guys, so the first quest on our list will be the What's Mine Is Yours quest, where Dwarven Mastersmith Doric has fallen on hard times, and he needs our help to rekindle his client list and keep bankruptcy at bay. Alright man, that's all the convincing I need. I can't exactly imagine bankruptcy is a fun experience, So apparently we have to collect a bunch of high quality ore for Doric. Now we have to visit 4 mining sites located around RuneScape where we can pick up these special ores. Now the first one is just down here in the Falador mine, or the Dwarven mine. And when we go to mine this rock, something is going to jump out and attack us, and when we kill it, that creature will drop the ore that we need. And there it is, the level 1 living rock brawler. Okay dude. 2, number 3. And there is number 4, so now I think we just have to return them to Doric. Okay Doric, I have your ores here, buddy. Okay, so basically long story short is he's gonna ask us to smelt these into bars and make some weapons for him, because apparently he can't do that himself. And basically Doric just told us to go and run these swords down to the dwarves in the artisan workshop. And basically what he did was he turned these special bronze swords into like super fancy ones, and we're gonna go and give them to the to Sir Amic Vaz. Okay, so that's pretty much the quest wrapped up. Very wholesome quest. Basically, his son was stealing all of his... Oh shit, I have to solve a conflict. Wait, no, this quest isn't over at all. What the fuck? Okay, we definitely resolved the conflict there. I totally forgot about that, but that was actually super annoying. That was really, like kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, that's 1 quest down. Only 13 more to go. So in order to complete this next quest, I think a lot of you know what I have to do. Oh, baby, look at me. I'm a fucking bombshell. It honestly looks so ridiculous seeing a character model walk around the game, because I don't think anyone actually actively walks. It just looks so out of place. Dude, I had no idea this was here. Has this always been a thing, this little memorial plaque? Apparently it's for the Falador massacre. That's kind of cool. I honestly had no idea this was in the game. So basically back in the day, Sarah Doman founded this secret organization to basically protect the realm from evil. So we're going to talk to Sir Amic here, and if you didn't know, I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody knows this, but all of the knights have like a pun-based name. So Sir Amic Vaz actually is how you pronounce this guy. So Sir Amic has put in a good word for us. So now we have to speak to the head of recruitment. So are you ready to begin? Oh yeah, I am. Absolutely, let's go. Excellent work, Sainto. It's alright, I never get tired of hearing that. Whoever had to do this on release, I honestly have the utmost respect for, because, bro, imagine trying to figure this out without a guide. Okay, so in this room we must defeat a soldier which no man has ever beaten. Oi dude, check the fucking model on this fox. This poor fox looks just in utter agony. Kill me! Wait, the fox has a different model when your character's holding. Hang on, wait, what happens when I put it back down? Am I meant to drop it here? Watch the fox, it has a completely different model. What? Where did the white undercarriage go? Okay, problem. I was reading the guide and I wasn't looking, and now I have to guess which statue was missing. Oh my god. If I touch the wrong one, I have to start again, and wow. Okay, I have a 1 in 12 at this. I have a 1 in fucking 12 at this. Let's just go this one. I don't know. God fucking damn it, man. That's so stupid. Okay, I'm almost positive it's this one. Yes, sir. Step through. Oh, that was actually it. I thought I had a couple more puzzles to go. Oh yeah, love that shit. And we get a free helmet as well. Dude, back in the day, we get some nice XP as well, I guess. 1k per XP. Back in the day, I thought this armor was fucking sick. But I mean, pretty useless now, but hey, what are you gonna do? So initially I really had no issue when it came to this quest, but upon reading the guide and sort of jogging my memory about how this one goes, I can safely say that I'm absolutely not looking forward to this one, because I remember it was a total pain in the ass. At least that's what, you know, the 15 or 14 year old kid at the time thought to himself when he was completing it, so let's hope that it's not as bad this time. So we have to speak to Earl Jolf here, and basically what this little man wants is something inside this cave. He has to prove to his tribe that he is worthy of becoming an adult, and he needs a trophy to do that, so we're gonna help him find it. Okay, your secret is safe with me. Absolutely. I'm totally not recording this for people to watch. A really neat thing about this quest is that it actually unlocks the Ice Strikeworm's cave. I know I don't have the Slayer level to kill them at the moment, but they are a pretty decent task, and I mean, they drop the Staff of Light, so that's probably going to tie into Invention somewhere down the line as well, so it's a very good quest to get done. So basically the goal of this quest is to melt the big block of ice in the middle, and in order to do that we have to send these fire rafts out into the middle of the water pool, I guess you could call it, and that's going to melt the ice and eventually free whatever's in the middle of it. The kid thinks it's like an armor piece or something, but turns out it's actually, it's a MUSPAH, hence the name, Tale of the MUSPAH. So I believe we are set up to melt the first half of the ice. We have to send out 5 of these fire rafts, and ideally that's going to melt the ice and we can move on to the next bit. Alright, you got to be quick with this one, and I think I might be a little bit slow, because I was too busy reading the guide, and then right at the end the guide's like, yo dude, you have to do this quickly. you can't go around with this, but I think we got it. Some mighty fine snow shoveling if I've ever seen it myself. So now that we've melted all of the ice away, it's pretty clear to see that there's a big monster inside the big ice block, so we have to go and find out what exactly it is. So we're going to speak to the natural historian, because of all places, he's not in like a museum or anything, he's actually out. He's out and about in the wilderness. Are you any good at identifying creatures? Yeah, dude, let me just come all up at you and just start questioning whether you're good at your job. So we've just been told that the creature we've described is eerily similar to a statue that was discovered in the Caridian Desert, so we're going to go and check that out. Where did you come from? So this is Ali the Wise, and basically this guy becomes very important later on in this quest series, so I won't get too much into it now. Why do you think the creature I found is a myth? Well, just because I do, man. I just don't believe you. So there's a special way to get the MUSPAH out of this big block of ice, and it has something to do with sapphires and enchanting them. Damn, kid just leaves me to die. Alright, bro. What the? So for those of you who don't know, this guy is basically a Marjarat. The Marjarat storyline, it's a really cool one, so you know for a fact I'm definitely looking forward to those quests. So now we have to travel to the Marjarat ritual site, and in order to do that, we can only get there by traveling on water, so we have to talk to Earl Jolf here, and then we're going to construct a canoe. My ability to make a full-on canoe with 5 axe hits is just uncanny. So if you're a little confused as to what's going on, basically the idea of this quest is basically, we kind of just woke this dude up from his nap. So we're just going to send him back to sleep, really, because we sort of feel a bit bad. Now, the Marjarat handed us this MUSPAH tail, which we're going to go and give to Urjolf, because he needs a trophy to prove to his tribe that he's worthy of becoming an adult. I know I said that at the start, but you've probably forgotten that that was actually the main plotline of this quest. And that is quest complete. 1 quest point, 500 fire making, 1000 magic, 800 mining, 800 wood cutting. Not the best rewards, but you can't really expect much from a novice quest. Okay, as for what's next, I'm honestly not sure whether I'm going to continue doing questing or whether I might break it up and do some Slayer. 87 mining. So I want you to meet my new friend Irina. Now, like all responsible parents, she's lost her daughter, so we're gonna help her find her. Oh, found her. Well, that was the quest. If only all of them could be that short and sweet, but look, we're going to pick up a little bit of agility XP along the way, about 10,000, which really isn't going to help a whole lot, but that is beside the point. The point being that we are now only 1 quest requirement off of completing Desert Treasure. So the dig site is up there with some of my least favorite quests in the game. I don't know, it's just something about like running back and forth. It's just a whole lot of running. It's just running simulator. It is just a really boring quest, so let's just jump in and just get it out of the way. So we want to become a qualified archaeologist, but in order to do that we have to pass a few exams. Now unfortunately for us, we're really stupid and we really have no idea what we're doing, but again, luckily for us, there are a bunch of students lying around the dig site, so we're going to go and bully them into giving us the answers for the exam. Now this is where my dislike for this quest sort of comes in, so you have to go and talk to these students in order to get the answers from them, and because it's a quest, they're gonna, you know, require you to go and do something in order for them to do something for you, so it's a whole lot of back and forth, so I'm sure you'll appreciate it greatly if I cut out most of the boring shit. But about 25 minutes later, we have completed all 3 of the exams. Yes, that's right, you do have to do this 3 times, hence why I just don't like this quest. But now we have access to the underground portion of the dig site, and in order to impress the head of the dig site, I don't know what his name is, we have to find a discovery of some sort. So we're going to go ahead and blow open these rocks just so we can access this little quarry. So once the rocks have gone ahead and disappeared like all explosions do, we can enter and pick up the stone tablet and take it back to Indiana Jones, who is eagerly waiting back at the exam center. Okay, good, that's quest complete. I'm just happy this one's done. It's just such an annoying quest. I know I've said it 3 times, guys. If there's one quest you got to allow me to complain about, it's this quest right here. Okay, and if we look at our quest log, we can see that all of the requirements have been ticked off for Desert Treasure, so let's go and do that. So Desert Treasure is a very nostalgic and classical quest for a lot of people. So if you don't really know what's going on, that's fine, because I'm about to hit you with a whole heap of exposition. So rumours abound throughout Varrock and Al-Kharid that an archaeologist has discovered clues to a hoard of treasure hidden deep within the desert, south of Al-Kharid. Anybody prepared to offer him assistance in his treasure hunting could well find themselves benefiting from a large reward indeed. So I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty good to me. So we need to find someone who's going to help us in our endeavour. Luckily for us, this young man named Eblis is going to help us out, but we need to get a few things for him. And what he's going to do is he's going to set up these mirrors all around in a circle, and if you look into them, they'll give you a clue as to how we're going to obtain these diamonds. And we're very fortunate that Eblis is actually going to help us out, because nobody else in the bandit camp was willing to help us. When asked why everyone in the bandit camp was so hostile towards us, Eblis explains that a few generations ago, their god was banished and they lost their land, and they were cursed with the world's worst people skills. So the first diamond we need is the Blood Diamond, and in order to obtain this we need to go and speak to Malik in the Canifus Tavern, where Malik is going to instruct us on how to kill Desus. At least that's how I am assuming you pronounce his name. I'm probably wrong though. Now, like killing all vampires, we do have to sort of incorporate silver and garlic and all that sort of anti-vampire shit into this, so it's really time consuming, but of course, what were you expecting? Nevertheless, after correctly gathering all the materials we needed, we headed down and started the fight. Now, I don't want to say that this was some brilliant masterpiece fight, because it really wasn't, but I will say that it was a lot tougher than I thought. I know a lot of RS3 quest bosses are pretty much a pushover in this day and age, but I was pleasantly surprised that the Desert Treasure bosses, they held their own a little bit. But yeah, 1 down, 3 to go. So the Ice Diamond was by far the one I was most nervous for. Back in the day when I completed this quest as a kid, this was the boss that just really threw me. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea why I was taking consistent 200 damage, or sorry, consistent 2 damage. The boss is shouting shit, and for some reason I can't move. It just wasn't a good time. But like with the Blood Diamond, I'll say again, the boss held its own a bit. I was pleasantly surprised, and without too much fuss this time, we got him down. So that's 2 out of 4. So going from the Ice Diamond to the Smoke Diamond, the Ice Diamond being my least favorite to get, the Smoke being my most favorite to get. I don't know what it is. I think it might just be the environment or the little puzzle you have to do. It's just a really fun little minigame-esque type activity that you have to do, and it's a really easy diamond to knock out. As for the fight itself is really easy unless you're me and you're a little bit slow, because I was wondering, why the fuck can't I equip my weapon? It's because I forgot to equip my ice gloves beforehand. So remember, if you're doing this quest, ice gloves first, then put your weapon on. So last but not least is the Shadow Diamond, and this diamond is notorious for being just incredibly annoying to get, just a total pain in the ass. Luckily for me, we did bump out 99 Thieving a couple of episodes ago, so this segment wasn't really that bad for me. We only took about, I think, 10 or 15 lockpicks to get the cross, but to give you an example, some people have gone hundreds of lockpicks dry trying to get this thing, so I am very grateful it only took half an inventory. Now, as for the boss fight, this boss fight was a little bit interesting. The boss fight itself, once again, pretty straightforward like the rest of them, but this one was a little different in how it ended. Now, I don't want to spoil anything. Well, there's really not much to spoil, actually, but I did have my first instance of, you know, the hardcore Iron Man dread halfway through the fight, or just as I was about to finish. As you can see, we completely stopped. We completely froze up for about 10 seconds, and I was getting ready to teleport out, but luckily we unfroze, and we got the diamond, and then we teleported out. We are so close to finishing, I can almost taste the end of it, but the last thing we have to do is run through multiple floors of this pyramid. Now, unfortunately for me, I did fall a couple of times, but really, in the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't that big a deal, because on top of this being one of the direct quests that is a requirement for the temple at SENNTISTEN, so you can see that there is quest complete, desert treasure, 3 quest points, 20,000 magic XP, access to ancient magics, and the bandit camp home teleport, which it's a pretty niche teleport, but it does come in handy, and we also pick up 83 magic from this quest as well. Honestly, didn't didn't expect to get a magic level. I didn't even know I was close, but there you go. And as I was saying, since ancient magics aren't very useful to us at the moment, we are just going to go and switch back to the normal spellbook. Well guys, that's going to do it for episode 40. I really hope you enjoyed. Now I'm sure a lot of you were able to pick up that this episode was a lot different to how I usually lay these out, and that is because you're right, I've been trying something new with this episode. The episodes haven't really been doing as well as they have been in the past, so I'm just trying a few different things here and there. I'm going to be switching up this and switching out that, and I'm just going to be mixing and matching and just trying some different stuff. So I hope you guys can sort of bear with me on that, and I still hope that the content is enjoyable. But since I am trying out some new stuff, I would seriously appreciate it if you could let me know what you think, either by liking or disliking the video. I really do enjoy reading all of your comments, so by all means, please scroll down and say hi or leave your thoughts. But guys, with all that out of the way, my name is Sano. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. See you guys. Girly I can get 'cause she don't get too many likes. Girly had a cutie I could turn into my wife. Wait, that means forever, ever, hold up, never mind. I ain't been getting high. Well, maybe a little, baby, I don't wanna lie. I know when you text me, girl.